Everybody. I always do this. I always look at the wrong place instead of the camera. But I'm here with a special guest today. It's my cousin, Jamila Parker, marriage and family therapist.
Yes.
And so she said yes because she was like, "You're not going to be able to say it right. I'm going to mess up." But I do what I have to do, and we want to make it happen. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I have to do this sometimes. I have to take the effect off of there. Okay, so back once again. So we're going to go right directly to my cousin, the marriage and family therapist. So, cousin, let them know what you do. Tell them what you do.
So I am a marriage and family therapist, which means that I have a master's in marriage and family therapy counseling. Um, I'm trained in family systems, which means that I see individuals, couples in therapy. I mean individuals, couples, and families.
Okay.
Which means that when I see couples and families, they're looked at as a client rather than an individual.
Wow.
So, like an example is like an adult would bring their child to therapy because they have like these behaviors.
Right.
But then, as a family therapist, we look at okay, well, what's happening inside the home? Like sometimes family go through changes like divorce, deaths,
Right.
illness, right? Somebody being pregnant, and it affects the entire family. And then the individuals have to learn how to cope with the emotions that may come, like because of the different changes.
So, a lot of times, most people, the first thing they want to do is blame the other spouse for what the problem is.
Mm-hmm.
Is that one of the things that you deal with the most?
Not the most, but it does happen often because usually when couples come to therapy, it's usually like if someone else is encouraging them to go to therapy, like they want them to go to therapy,
Right.
and they don't recognize that both contribute to the problem.
Well, I'll tell you this much. I tell you this. I know that me personally. It's not me. It's her. It's her. I know it. And I'm willing to bet the form on it. Put it that way. But no. On a serious note, it's it's a great thing because a lot of us was raised up off of the notion that what do we need a therapist for?
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
and our community is one of the sickest communities that's out there.
Definitely, I think that all Black people should be in therapy.
Wow.
Like seriously, because of so much trauma, and just like you said, therapy is just starting to be accepted now.
Wow.
Whereas if you grew up in a religious background, it's all pray about it, go to
Right.
church, and that's fine. Like that's good too.
Right.
But sometimes you need a different perspective.
Right.
And therapy is not just for people who have trauma. A lot of people come because they have stress.
Right.
They might be dealing with depression. They need some coping skills and things like that. And it's really just to give your language to communicate like your feelings effectively, give you coping skills, and just help you understand yourself and other people.
So let me ask you this question. Um, Especially with in our community,
Mm-hmm.
we have so many traumas dealing
Mm-hmm.
with the men and the women.
Mm-hmm.
Like we have an issue with not having a father in the family, and that contributes to a lot of ill behavior.
Mm-hmm.
And so it becomes to a point where it's constantly a conflict, and they don't know how to deal with that. Just so, do you have to actually like go deep into the childhood and deal with the trauma that goes in even before just reconciling with them?
Sometimes it depends. So I guess I would say it depends on the age. Like you have to recognize that there's an issue first.
Wow.
Right? And some people don't, unfortunately, just never, figure it out. So if you can recognize it early on, then it's easy for you to get the help that you need and heal and get through it.
And it's important for a lot of people to know to go see a therapist doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. A lot of people they automatically equate that if you need a therapist, there's something disturbingly
Right.
wrong with you,
Mm-hmm.
and we're here to tell you that's not the case. Um, Me personally, I go to therapy every day.
Nice.
And
Good for you.
nah, I really don't. I'm just say that to help the crazy people out.
But I say, wow, every day, okay, you're doing a lot of work.
But no, realistically though, I have done therapy, and it was a great experience for me, and it helped me cope with a lot of things. Told me how to write my feelings down, and it showed me how to recognize a lot of stress things. So, what are some of the exercises that you can prescribe for some of the viewers to make their life a little easier?
My main one, and that has worked for me, is meditation.
Wow.
I love meditation. I'm really disciplined, and then I meditate every single day. If I don't, like if I have to miss a meditation for whatever reason, I feel like I'm off.
Wow.
So I would say that because meditation is important because it helps you calm the mind, right? A lot of times people suffer from anxiety, like your thoughts are all over the place, right? And you can't organize those thoughts to process them properly. So meditation calms the mind. And I would say the only other thing other than medication that can help, make you calm and rational. Other things would be journaling.
Okay.
Some like walking, healthy eating. Like I'm pro organic. I see myself becoming a vegan,
right?
But I like food plays a huge part of your emotions. Like food has emotions connected to it.
Wow.
So, there's so many different like coping skills that you can use, and you really do have to find the one that works best for you.
Now, let me ask you a question about meditation.
Okay.
How do you meditate? I mean, that's like I'm sitting here thinking like, how do I meditate? I just like me. I personally go into this world where I have this zombie apocalypse happening, and I just concentrate on me being in this world. That's like my meditation. I don't know why, but I love it. I love that space.
Well, that's good because it really is to just come back to the self. Just focus on the self. So I always call like this world like it's a bunch of chaos, the matrix or whatever, and you can always come back to yourself and just find some peace and calm within. A lot of people fear meditation because when people sit still, they don't know what to expect. Like that's when those thoughts start to creep in, all right, and they don't know how to manage that. It is a discipline. I didn't just, it took me about 3 years to really start to be able to like meditate. I started with like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Now I could do about 25 minutes.
Wow.
Right?
So it took you 3 years.
Yep.
Just to get up to 3 minutes. I mean, 20 minutes of meditation. So that was just like completely concentrating on you.
Yep.
And is that like a thing where you're taking inventory of everything that's going on inside you, or taking account of your feelings? So that's all into the meditation.
Yep.
And I know one of the ladies that I know. Her name is Miss Dawn. She's a therapist at one of the places that I work at, and she's like, I have 3 and 4 therapists. She sees 3 or 4 therapists, and she's like, because her way her day and everything is structured and like her day-to-day life, she's like, she needs that management, and she was like, that's what makes her more successful.
And because there's different type of therapists, and I always tell people, I even tell my clients, therapy is not the end-all be-all. Like, yeah, therapy is good, right? But you can always do other things, like incorporate, like you said, the coping skills, yoga. Right. Yoga is something else I like to do too. Exercising, body movement. I'm sorry, what was that?
I forgot the question. I forgot. It was going so well. You forget. When I was younger,
the original thought.
I worked so much, but no. The thing about, I believe the question was. I completely forgot it. I completely forgot the question. But besides that point, food. You brung up a thing about food, so I'm automatically crazy. I mean, you see this belly is going whoa. But so food. Tell us a little bit about food and what you learned from dealing with that experience of helping people with diet.
So I'm not, I don't claim to be like a nutritionist or, specialize in eating disorder or anything. I could just go off of my experience.
Right.
So it started when I was in my undergrad. Like I took I think it was like a mindfulness, like a wellness class.
Right.
And my professor, like she, was talking about organic foods. And then she would bring in like foods for us to try. So I started like little at a time. And I just noticed different changes in my energy, like my skin, and I'm like, okay, like I'm going to try this. I just felt different, like I felt the benefits from it. and I just stick to it. So like I'm not going to say like I'm completely organic because sometimes when I'm outside, I don't, I might not have organic choices, so I just make better options, whatever that case. But everything that I eat is like minimum processed organic at home.
Wow. Y'all, we're doing this at my house, y'all. Y'all already know what we're doing. And I have a little baby that just comes to the door and opens it up. So, yeah, they shut the door. So, y'all know, y'all already know this is real life. I don't, this is real life. Who's there at the door? Okay, please shut the door, please. I'm on live. That's what I got to deal with. Raleigh, can't wait till we get back to the studio. Can't wait to get back to the studio. But yeah, you worked other jobs in the field. Mm-hmm. If you can talk or elaborate on some of the other jobs that you've done, it'd be great.
So my field is mental health. I started out in like mental health. I think I was working in just like different like intellectual disabilities. And then I moved on to residential with like adolescents. Then I went on to school based, right? So I got a chance to see like how, before children would come to like placement. And that was really like where I saw like the importance of parent involvement and the lack of parent involvement and how they can affect the child. I worked in early intervention, birth to 3 years old with children with intellectual abilities. And then I also work as a co-worker for DHS, which is our, child, department, human services here.
You have a resume that's wow.
Stepping stones, and now I look back and I'm looking at every job that I had actually prepared me for this. So in early intervention, I learned how to engage with families. Working for DHS, I learned how to ask those really tough questions, like those uncomfortable questions for people. Right. Residential, I got to learn a lot about diagnosis and medication and behavior. So all of that experience, plus the school, is
what brought you to this point. Mm-hmm. And so, what is the end goal?
To have my private practice.
Okay, to have the private practice. That is key. That's that private practice. Mm-hmm. So tell us what that private practice looks like.
So I am working on opening up Lotus Space, which would be my private practice, and mental health and wellness center. So not only do I want to do individual, family, couples therapy, but I want to hold workshops specifically for African American females. Workshops for couples, meditation classes, anything that has to do with wellness and illness is going to be at Lotus Space.
Oh, okay. So y'all heard it. I'm looking the wrong way again. But look, y'all heard it. Lotus Space. Okay, Lotus Space. Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's what you have to look forward to and what's going on right now. So please, we're going to leave the contact information in case you want to talk to her. If you have family or marital issues that you might want to get out, or you just need someone to talk to. But we will charge you. I'm just letting you know. It's going to cost you. Not a lot. Hopefully you got some insurance. I'm letting y'all know now. But you see the wonderful things that the therapist Jamila is doing, which is fantastic for the community. And I hope you guys support. Get with the program. Because y'all, I'll be around y'all. Y'all need help. I know y'all need help.
We all need help. I have a therapist myself.
Well, I know. I see you since you was a kid, so I know you have a therapist. You better start off young. But, all right, y'all. This is how long we been on for?
And I talk fast, too.
14 minutes and 12 seconds.
Okay.
If you need me to slow down, let me know because I can talk fast.
Okay, this is the thing. This is the thing here. We're just starting off. I'm just starting off. I never had no experience with this. Doing the camera work and all that type of stuff has always been my hobby. And I'm thankful that, my family comes to support me. And they came down and they supported me on my dreams. And I'm appreciative of that. And, as I get better and as things go on, or I get better and everything, we'll get more content. So this is only interview part one, because the next interview that we want to do is going to go more into the psyche of your crazy brains. No, but because if you got anything to say, I'm gonna give it to you right now. Let them know. Let them know what to do.
As far as what do you want me to let
But
them
you
know?
go on. Tell them how they can get in contact with you. You know what they should do. You know, if certain things, whatever you do, this is your part now. This is your thing.
So if you are looking for a therapist, I would always suggest that you shop around for the right therapist. Meaning, if you seek a therapist, you may have your first session, you feel like it's not right fit. Look for another therapist. Like, there's nothing wrong with that because it really is about the relationship, especially in family therapy. Sometimes I'm almost acting like the extended family.
Right.
Just to build trust with those families. There is a long waiting list out there, which I'm really happy about because, like I said, therapy is like a trend now.
Right.
So, like, even the agency that I work for, so I work at an outpatient agency outside of Philly, and we have over 400 people on a waiting list just waiting to seek therapy, and not enough clinicians.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So I'm on Instagram. My first and last name. So it's Jamila Parker M.F.T. And that's actually on Facebook as well. I'm also on LinkedIn. Everything is my first and last name. So if you have any questions about anything, you can always inbox me. Yeah, connect.
Oh, that's awesome. And thank you once again for coming on to the show. So everybody has a story. Well, that's actually I don't even got a name yet. We got you're sitting here with Joe Planet. That's all. I mean, I don't know what to say because my stuff is so crazy. Because I'm coming from therapists to UFOs. I got everything on this thing. I got people that like specifically deal with energy. I love
that.
Yeah, I got a guy coming on here. This brother, he's a shaman.
Mm-hmm.
He is fantastic.
I need to meet him.
Yeah, oh well, we want to have a round table. More than welcome to come.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, maybe we can bring this holistic thing about
Absolutely.
the food, and we can bring your sister on, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she is the cure for she does the real medicine from the earth, and this is what she does. This is like 15, 20 years now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe even a little longer. She's been doing this. Like, so we're looking out for you, the herb doctor, and we're looking out for you to come on too. But yeah, so like I said, this show is like we're going to cover everything on here, and I'm going to bring you on all the time because I got a lot of sick people that'll bring it out, so they're going to come with us. All right. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Joe Planet. What the wrong? Oh, I'm not looking in the camera. Oh, hold on, Shay. Pop your head in there. Pop your head in there. Pop your head right here. This is my daughter and my producer. She's been working the camera, so anything that you see messed up, you know who did it. So yeah, this is my baby girl. She always does my shows for me. She always pushes the buttons and makes sure everything goes through. All right. So now in the broadcast.